Hey, this is Calibos. I guess this will be episode 10 in Towncraft. Just wanted to show you this is what charge service course looks like here. It's pretty bright, and there's typically a lot of it around. You'll see there's some there, some there. I think that you need to be lower, like I have dropped a bit and I'm closer to bedrock. There's also bauxite here, which I hadn't run into before. I think that notice the difference in mining speeds. I think that this works out to, what is that, copper? I forget. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that this actually works out to, oh, I guess it is aluminum. Okay, good enough. There's emeralds everywhere. I actually, I have been also picking up the randomite ore, specifically because I wanted a fourth dark oak sapling. I've got all of the other saplings, so I'm pretty much just getting rid of them. I have a million vines. I'm not worried about blueberries or beets or anything. I've got all of these. So yeah, I'm not worried about these. So I'm not interested in keeping. You'll also notice I have a black backpack from the backpack mod. It's pretty cool. It holds this. There are expansions for it. I need some more leather though. To this point, I've been getting leather from mob drops. One of my plan is when I get the redstone furnace, I will probably start cooking rotten flesh into leather, because I'll need leather later. So one of the reasons I started recording was not just to show you like just the awesome size of these caverns and how full they are. And you see it goes all the way up to the surface. But if you look down here, let's harvest this gold on the way. I think I probably will need more. Magnite, yeah, I've got some magnite. So there are these fissures, and you can see there's three there. There's one there, there's one there. There's a lot of these things. I have no idea what they're for. And you'll see that we have both kinds. I think there's only two kinds of this of these crystals. So these are from Future Pack. You can't break them as far as I know. They're just kind of bedrock. They're usually just like sitting here. They have dirt around them. So at some point we will know what those do. There's also sulfur from Dark Roleplay. Now this stuff is like sand, so I suspect what happened is it created them and then these simply slid down. You'll notice that it's raining squids. There's just got this air bubble. I suspect that it was just fabricated here. Now these crystals, I have no idea. I think that they grow on the sand, so if the sand is given an area, you know, these crystals will slowly form on it. Not sure. Remember I was talking about ores that are here and I haven't seen elsewhere. There's uranium here. I'm not quite up to the uranium stage, and only a few times have I managed to run an IC2 nuclear reactor without blowing up many things. There's a lot more diamonds and stuff here. You can find diamonds in the overworld. The other ones that I got for the mining dimension, sorry. The ones that I had before, that's where I got them. So this galena, this stuff is actually really cool. So if you smelt this stuff, you get galena dust, or grind it, you get galena dust. And if you throw it in a blast furnace, you get lead and silver. And that's pretty awesome because lead and silver are very useful as far as keeping us in bullets. You'll notice that I've got 14 pistol rounds left, so at some point in the very near future, I am definitely going to be making more pistol rounds because I am going through them like crazy. Yeah, so yeah, that's where things are at this point. Mostly I've just been kind of dinking around and improving things. I've got a little bit of extra wall built up on my RF room, but I hadn't gotten too much further than that. It's a cool thing. Check this out. Very slow. Much faster. Oh, there's some galena back there. So the aquaminer helps. Like I said, I believe that it stacks with the mining tools, or the yeah, like the aquamarine mining tools. So, you know, just be aware that there's a difference in mining. I'm not exactly sure how the difference works all the time, but there theoretically is one. So I kind of had some plans for this session that didn't involve me like talking at you while I drilled holes in the world. And we will get to that. Let's see if there's any useful things. There's more galena. And that is silver down there. And I have no idea why a bat would simply spawn underwater. I think that things are very confused sometimes. So I think I have alutine crystals. I don't believe that I have neon, so I'm going to grab some neon for, you know, the purposes of having it. Or maybe I have the neon and I don't have the alutine? It's hard to say. I was also kind of looking for the see if I could find one of the future pack rooms, because there are like little mini future pack dungeons, and they have chests in them. And if you are very careful and don't step on the oh so inviting pressure plate, and thereby destroy everything in the chest. Let's toss some things in here. You can collect things, which is a very good way to get them. I think there's nothing else back here really. I mean, there's like millions of ores, but oh yeah. Watch those bullets. They're not. Water does not make them very accurate anymore. Oh, more diamonds. Diamonds are worth collecting. There's a lot of mods out there that use them because they are vanilla things. So I have been kind of going out of my way to grab them. And at some point I would like to, you know, have diamond tools. The occasional obsidian, whatever. So if you decide you wanted more of the starting tools, this is where you get the sapphire as far as I can tell. Um, I haven't seen it in the regular mining dimension. Some more lead. All right. So magnetite. Now we're gonna hop back to our portal, which is here. That's just very weird. Drop off some fancy ores. Diamonds. Ah, yes, right. So one of the things that is going on is I had some brick smelting because I thought, oh my gosh, what if, and this is crazy, what if I had some stuff ready to go? Oh, that was like, this should be up here. So, crazily enough, I have these. And the idea behind these is, go Covenant. So I made 9 craftings, which is 36 clay and 36 bricks and 9 sandstone. You saw the pattern. If you need it again, here it is. Coat brick. Very simple. We just make it in this fancy pattern, and then we come over here, grab some string, because I'm sure that I have some string somewhere. 2 string, maybe some iron, some sticks, and then we'll say a hammer. Here we go, engineer's hammer. Sticks. We'll make 2 because I lose them or break them or use them up. Oh yeah, forgot about this stuff. So I'm leaving some of the iron in there for the purposes of making tools later. This crafting table I carry around for basically the same reason. Put one of the hammers in there, just that I have these tools. Alutine crystal, there we go. So put our diamonds and emeralds away. Put this up here. Notice I now have 4 dark oak saplings. If I'm quite fortunate, then let's do this. There we go. Still cooking down stone for the walls. All right, we'll put that here for now. So I've noticed that when I open the bag, there's no, it's got a sorting button, which is cool. But if I open the bag, open the chest with the bag selected in my hotbar, it doesn't have it. But if I do this, then I have access to the sorting buttons for whatever that mod is called. I don't know. It's called something. I'm sure it has a name. So we'll come over here. We've got a hammer. I already made it. I was going to make it again, but we did it. Give this thing a whack, right-clicking it. And now we have this. If we stand here long enough, we'll get shot. I have no idea where the other guy is, the one that hit me with the bow. Oh, emeralds. Sorry guys, I'm easily distracted. Very easily. You have no idea. Um, ooh, Enderman. I didn't get anything. Oh well. Oh. Oh, it's baby skeleton. Look how fast he's going. My god, he's like a ninja. Like he's dodging from cover. And now he's down there. Good enough. So eventually, this will make us creosote oil. With the creosote oil, we will make treated wood. Um, and hopefully from there on, we will be able to make water wheels. Now, I have refined iron and 2 steel ingots. So I'm kind of hoping, it's probably not the case though, I can't be so lucky. So these water wheels. Any ingot steel. So yeah, I don't think that the refined iron and the steel are the same thing, which is really unfortunate. Um, oh, but either way, it'll be RF power from the steam dynamos. So let's knock together an aqueous accumulator really quick before I forget what I'm doing. Aqueous accumulator. So this fortunately doesn't require any power. So it requires glass, which since we're probably going to be making a couple. Ooh, we don't have any coal. Oh, I did get a ender pearl. Nice. So let's throw some coal in there. Let's start some glass cooking. So glass requires redstone servos. So I'm going to go ahead and make one of those. Then we need buckets, which hopefully at this point people know how to make buckets. There you go. If you didn't know, you now do. Copper gears. So there is a cheaper way to make copper gears than this, but this is the way that we're doing it because this is fast. That is not the recipe that I want. There we go, copper gears. So these are tin ingots. I've got tin in here somewhere. Lead, tin. Did I grab the glass? Glass. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. So I need iron gears. Iron gears are basically going to work exactly the same way. So, iron gears. So now we need a single piece of glass. There it is, 1 glass. Aqueous accumulator. So if we put that there, boom, it's full of water. Easy as that. Next step is to, move the water places. So staying inside the pack, I believe, or inside the mod, we can just make fluidex, which is copper and glass. Now, they don't move water very fast, but I'll tell you, they move it fast enough for what we're doing right now. If we need more, we'll make more. Now, while these move water, they don't hold water and let you move it places. They don't themselves move anything. So you need one of these weird little servo things. So each one of these works slightly faster. These pull from whatever the pipe they're on is attached to. This pulls, so you would put this next to something that needs it, and this would look for it and collect it. And these are basically just different speeds. You'd use them all in different ways depending on what you needed to accomplish. For the moment, we just want pipes filled with water. But wait, there's more. So we need a steam dynamo. So we want one of these. So redstone transmission coil, copper, iron, copper gears. So we need silver. Do I have silver? Maybe. Certainly I have copper gears. So let's make some copper gears. Now we're going to need more than one, so I'm just making extra. So I need, will this take gold? No, that was just a very bright copper. Alright, so I need 6 each of copper and iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Throw these in there, throw that in there. Process this because room. We need silver. Do I have silver? I'm sure I do. So in case you were wondering, we are actually still waiting forever on this. As soon as I have RF power, then we'll be able to start processing some of that latex, and I'll set up an automatic placer and some whatever they're called that pulls the latex out of wood, and we'll deal with that exciting thing in a bit. So we need 3 redstone. We should have a silver somewhere at this point. Silver. Alright, so one of these. And we need 1 more redstone. And here's our first steam dynamo. So at this point, we have to worry about moving power around. So we're talking about, in the same mod, you have flux ducts, lead, glass, and redstone. So lead, redstone, and glass. Now these do not, I can count. Maybe I can count. I make no promises. So we'll be moving a lot of power a lot of places. This is why I was so concerned about lead before. Oh, quest complete. Cable. Is there a quest for this? Okay. Weird. So osmium, basic power. There we go. So energy storage, basic cube. Oh, these are all things that I was planning on doing. How very fancy for us. But that's very strange. Now, I don't know if anybody else was noticing this, but the We got a quest for doing the cabling. Sorry, I just want this to face this way. There we go. So we got a quest for doing the flux ducts here. And I did not see that quest in the book. I really didn't. I don't know if I am just oblivious. So we'll set this to always active. So basically what this does is this allows you to use redstone controls. So if you want to occasionally have different kinds of liquids going through, you can set this up so that it's next to like a lever or redstone remote control, and you can like change the fluids when you want to. So when you don't need water going through these pipes and you need oil or something. So the way these work, it's pretty simple. Oculus accumulator, it takes water, the fluid ducts pump it with the help of the servo into the steam dynamo. So the steam dynamo, you put fuel into it and it heats up, and now you'll notice that it is pumping power into the flux duct. Now it's not going anywhere because I haven't got anything attached yet. I'm hoping to change that at some point in the future. Optimally, I would like to be able to set this up in combination with the tree farm so that it is fueling itself. So basically, have trees growing probably off that way. With the industrial foregoing farming setup, have them come back this way, get turned into charcoal, and then fed into these dynamos. Now I'm not sure whether they'll be sustainable as far as power, like whether it will be enough power, but I'm hoping that it will be. I'll throw in some batteries and stuff in different places so that when there's overflow, it'll collect it, and then I'll be able to use the power for things. So we'll see how that goes. Plus, at some point, I think that all of these things can be upgraded. Thermal. These. I think that, so if I make an upgrade kit, I can simply right-click it on the dynamo and it will upgrade it into better power, which is cool. I'm really not fond of mods that have you make a thing and then the next step basically makes the first thing completely useless and you just have it sitting around your base. But we have power, go us. So we've almost finished this goal. I'm just going to change it to requiring a battery. Well, that's pretty much that. So we'll call it here. Seems like we actually made some progress, I think, possibly. Thanks for coming. If you guys have any questions, tips, comments, concerns, all that sort of thing, ideas for how I can make this place less like a hole in the ground, maybe some Batman paraphernalia, I don't know. So yeah, talk to me. We'll see what happens. All right, thanks for showing up. You guys have a great night.